This isn't a ghost story. It's a nightmare I lived. Last summer, I moved into an old rental house built in 1890. It looked beautiful, even though it was abandoned for years, overgrown and covered in cobwebs. Something kept calling me back to it. I signed the papers and moved right in. That night, I barely slept. Every hour on the dot, I heard footsteps above my head, dragging, then silence. Then I'd hear what sounded like whispering voices. I couldn't make out the words, just that they weren't human. Then one night, exactly at 2:33 a.m., the whispers stopped, and I heard my name. It was a raspy whisper. It sounded like it was coming from the walls themselves. At first, I thought it was the wind outside, but when I got up to investigate, there was nothing. I went back to bed and tried to sleep it off, but that's when I saw it. A shadow, like a wisp of smoke, was crawling out from behind the wardrobe. It was dark, wispy, and twisting, like it was in pain. Then it turned and I saw its face. It was horrifying. Its skin was stretched tight over its bones, like when you see a skeleton at a museum, and its eyes were bottomless pits. And that's when I realized I wasn't alone in the house. That thing watched me from the corner of the room while I slept. Sometimes it would get closer, but I never saw it move. It was like it was floating. And every night, it would do the same thing. It would crawl out of the wall, inch by inch, and watch me while I slept. But one night I woke up, and when I turned my head, it was standing over me. I don't remember much after that. I think I fainted because the next thing I remember is waking up on the floor. When I looked up, it was gone, but I could feel its eyes boring into me. When I finally got up, I noticed it had left something behind, a single white feather. I showed it to a friend and he said it was from a raven. I didn't think much of it at the time, but now I wish I hadn't been so stupid. I started researching the history of the house, and that's when I found the truth. Back in 1902, 4 people died in that house, 2 parents and their 2 young children. They were found dead in their beds. The cause, unknown. The local newspaper called it a mystery. They sealed the house up, bricking up the windows and doors, leaving only a small opening where the chimney was. And I realized the room that I was sleeping in was the same one where the mother and father died. Their souls, along with their 2 kids, are trapped in these walls, forever reaching out for me. I couldn't take it anymore. I packed up and ran. But as I was driving away, I looked back and saw the shadow again. It was standing at the front door, waving its hand. Some say it was all in my head, that there was no real ghost story behind that house. But those people are wrong, because at night, I can still hear them scratching from inside the walls. Writer's note: this happened to a friend of mine. He's fine, but he still has nightmares about that house. Sometimes we all make bad decisions. Moving into a haunted house isn't one of them. And if you want more scary stories, stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Writer's note: this is part of a larger story that will be released later.